محمد صلاة ترضيك وترضيه وترضى بها عنا في مجلسنا هذا في ساعتنا هذه بما رضيت به عن عبادك الصالحين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. My beloved brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, with Allah's barakah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are blessed once again to be together in this blessed month of Rabi'ul Awwal al-Mubarak, the month of Sayyidina Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the month of the beginning of all beautiful things for us as a ummah to think about, especially with the arrival of Rahmatan lil Alameen, the mercy of Allah, and the one who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted him to be our Shafi'. Inshallah we will get his Shafa'ah bi'idhnillah. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Sayyidina al-Imam al-Shafi'i radiyallahu anhu, in his book Ar-Risala, one very famous book of Sayyidina Mawlana Imam al-Shafi'i, Ar-Risala, which means the message, he said, there is no blessings from Allah we received in a day or night and in every moment in our life, in this life and in the hereafter, whether to get blessings or whether to protect from evil. All of these is due to Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted us rahmah because of this blessing. أَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ, blessing of Allah by sending Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. All of us has good memories, good moments, and all of us have also struggle memories, sad memories, tough time. But the good things about us, that we always relate each situation to Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To say, if Rasulullah in my situation, if this position, what he's going to do, how he's going to behave. To follow all the instruction of Quran, a bit difficult for us sometimes, who doesn't know all the hukum, and we are not always reachable to scholars, or we might ask wrong scholar also. But for sure, if we read the seerah, the biography of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will find exactly what Allah wants from us through, let's say, the behavior of and the action or the reaction of Sayyidina Rasulullah in each situation, whether family matters, whether with relatives, whether with the bad people, and then these people became good people, how to behave with them, let's say, many situations. As a Muslims, if you're not going to follow him, to follow his sunnah, when I say sunnah, it's not the way he pray only, or the way he eat, but his sunnah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the greatest one, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ, the moral character, the behavior of Sayyidina Rasulullah, the action of Sayyidina Rasulullah, how he deal with each situation. The Sahaba radiallahu anhum, they used to ask him about how to get goodnesses, how to get good things always. Ahad al-Sahaba said, one of the Sahaba used to say, I used to ask him about evil, to protect myself from that evil. In the war, when there is a war, the commander and the big army leaders, they won't think of victory. They will always think of the holes which might cause failure, lose. They close that holes, victory will automatically will come. So asking Sayyidina Rasulullah about al-khair wa shar, to get the goodness and to protect from evil, that's what Sahaba used to do. May Allah grant them all with full barakah, inshallah. Radiyallahu anhum. In Rabi'ul Awwal, of course, the Ummah get together and celebrate. And this year, I remember I said this last year and the year before, that mashallah, the celebration is getting more and big, very big. I saw people, they misunderstood the meaning of Mawlid. They used to argue about celebrating Milad. This time, see them organizing Milad, celebration of Mawlid al-Rasul. Or they are helping to organize a Mawlid. Why? The heart, I will say, was blocked. But Allah released the blockage. And now they can understood who is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One pious man in Al-Arifin said, celebrate Mawlid, you doesn't need hadith sahih. You need qalb sahih. Mawlid, you don't need an authentic hadith as a proof. You need authentic heart to receive any. Because sometimes when you talk with someone about hadith, he said, no, this hadith may be like that, but not just because he's, not following his ideology. And that's a problem. So, but those whom they really know, they will say, no, ya akhi, ulama said, ulama talk about this, scholars, who are they? We are not like them. At least their sincerity better than us. So, there's lots of changes, I can say, alhamdulillah. I mean, the heart's getting good, pure enough to receive the blessings. But there is one question here. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us blessings from Him, what is the reason to get blessings? First of all, when He gives blessings for us to be grateful, number one. Secondly, prepare you for what is next. What is next could be good, with ease, or maybe difficulties. We have passed years ago that COVID. People tried their best during that period not to become crazy by sitting at home, or the work stopped, life almost 90% stopped. But they tried their best to get the release of the tents. They have majlis, they have gathering, they do something else. And it was the quality time, as they used to say, have good quality time at home. It was more than good. More than enough, in fact. طيب. Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered al-Madinah al-Munawwara. Yathrib entered al-Madinah al-Munawwara. Yathrib, that city, the name changed from that day, became al-Madinah al-Munawwara, the delighted city, just because his arrival. Ahad al-Salihin said, just imagine, Sayyidina Rasulullah entered to al-Madinah, the Medina became Madinah al-Munawwara. Aws wal Khazraj, the two tribes, they became al-Ansar. Badr became Badr, Uhud became Uhud, because of him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. See, if his love enter your heart, what's going to happen then? If he enter Medina, that city, whole city changed. Became Medina al-Munawwara. And the evil, shaitan never won't have, shaitan wa Dajjal. These two won't enter Medina. And what they call it, the beauty of al-Madinah al-Munawwara is that al-Mahshar, when the people come out from their graves, they will find Rasulullah in front of them sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that itself is great. Imam Malik, radiallahu anhu, once he was asked by his students, tell us something about Jannah that we will work very hard to get it. We'll try our best to be among the inheritor of Jannah. He said, in Jannah you will accompany Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So that's for them amazing. Yeah, if someone saw him in his dream, he will be very delighted, because he saw Sayyidina Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his dream. How about to accompany him, inshallah? Allah will give us, inshallah, this barakah. Now, Sayyidina Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in Rabi' al-Awwal, not in any other month, not in Ramadan, not in Muharram, not in Dhul Hijjah, not in any other month. Rabi' al-Awwal. Because if he was born in Ramadan, you say he got the blessings of Ramadan. And when Ramadan comes, to remember Mawlid and Ramadan, people will be busy with Ramadan. Hajj, people busy with Hajj. But Rabi' al-Awwal, special for him, nothing to remember about Rabi' al-Awwal, only Rasulullah. And secondly, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and secondly, he came to bless the time and the place itself. Yani Mecca, if it is not because Ka'batullah and because of Rasulullah, what's going to happen there? Nothing. Medina, if it's not here, if he went to Ta'if or he went to other place, that place will be, but just because he entered that place, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that place became valuable. Laylatul Mawlid, al-ulama, al-Imam al-Qastalani, he made very beautiful, what we call it, the differences between Laylatul Mawlid and Laylatul Qadr. He said Laylatul Mawlid, the night of Mawlid, and the night of Qadr. Laylatul Qadr was giving to the Ummah. Gift to the Ummah, the Muslimin. Laylatul Mawlid was giving to the world. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. The Laylatul Al-Qadr, blessed by the night, that night, but Laylatul Mawlid blessed the whole nights, all the way. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, remember, we mentioned him, that is, talk about his beloved and blessed Mawlid sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Laylatul Qadr will be blessed also because of the angels. تنزل الملائكة. But these angels, they sujood to Sayyidina Adam. The angels, they prostrate to Sayyidina Adam. They're better, Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam. There is no one high in position above everyone except Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That will for you to understand how great is Laylatul Mawlid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Hud, verse 120, وَكُلًّا نَقُصُّ عَلَيْكَ مِنْ أَنْبَاءِ الرُّسُلِ مَا نُثَبِّتُ بِهِ فُؤَادَكَ. And all what we relate to you of the stories of the prophets is to strengthen your heart. To strengthen the heart of those whom they want examples. They want stories. The story of Sayyidina Musa, Sayyidina Isa, Sayyidina Ibrahim, Sayyidina Yusuf, etc. But from the story of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we'll have the combined stories of all prophets and messengers. If it's happened that Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you, give me one good deeds you did in your life, and that deeds will allow you to enter Jannah. Something for you to, what you're going to think of? Which deeds you think? You're not sure about our prayers, our sadaqah, our fasting. Because this one between us and Allah, Allah knows us, how sincere we are. But the love Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that is the one who will help us, inshallah, to being among the inheritors of Jannah. The Sahabi, Sayyidina Thawban, when Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam saw him weak, getting weaker day by day, although he was with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, but he noticed that sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He asked him to come one day. He said, Ya Thawban, what's happening? Ya Rasulullah, I'm thinking of something really disturbing me. Hey, what is it? Say, now I can pray behind you and be with you, sit with you, look to you. Later in Yawm al-Qiyamah or in Jannah, you will be in different place. How to do so? Now all of us want to be, no matter what, you want to be with your family. You go overseas, you're busy with work, still you want to go back and to be with your wife, with your children. Correct? Now, this Sahabi, for him, his life is Rasulullah. And his akhirah is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he said, how to be, I used to be, in akhirah, I won't be able to be in the same place. I doesn't have big deeds or... In the narration, most of the narrations doesn't have the name of Sahabi. The name is not there. In only one or two narrations, they mention that he was Thawban. So he said, I'm just worried about Jannah. How to be with you, like now. So Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, what you have prepared for that day? He said, I didn't prepare anything, not much things. I pray my 5 times, I do whatever, like anyone. But for sure I have the love of Allah and the love of Rasulullah. I prepared Muhabbatullah wa Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So Sayyidina Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to him, you will be the one whom you love. Inshallah. أنت مع من أحببت. Sayyidina Anas, the narrator of the hadith, he said, a part of being Muslim, enter to Islam, that first blessing in my life is to be Muslim. The second one is when I hear Rasulullah said, you will be with the one whom you love. That's the second, because I love Rasulullah and I want to be with him. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That's our intention. But to reach to that, we have love, but beside the love, we need also to be Muslim Muhammadi. Meaning is what? You are presenting Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As a father, you are presenting Rasulullah. As a son, as a family, everyone. So how we present Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when we claim we love him, but our behavior is not. They said, Sayyidina Jalaluddin al-Rumi said that if you want someone to feel in peace and secure, try to earn his heart. Because the first step for secure and peace is the heart. First step is entering the heart of the person. Now, the first secure for us is our hearts to have the love of Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imagine you see, any scholars who you hear their names, any big scholars, great scholars, when they talk of Sayyidina Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he might have a books and they talk highly about him because they show the love. There's a competition with showing that love. There is a special salawat, each of them. Special recitation of salawat they have to recite. And because of this salawat, إِنَّ اللَّهُ مَلَائِكَتَهُ يُصَلُّونَ عَلَى النَّبِيِّ يَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا صَلُّوا عَلَيْهِ وَسَلِّمُوا. See, not صَلُّوا عَلَيْهِ, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُصَلُّونَ. Allah and His angels يُصَلُّونَ على النبي. Allah and His angels. For us, يَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا صَلُّوا عَلَيْهِ وَسَلِّمُوا. There is one more thing. Not salawat only. وَسَلِّمُوا. That means peace. The angels, Allah and the angels doesn't need peace because they are the source of peace. We are the one who need peace. And where is the peace come? إِنَّ اللَّهَ وَمَلَائِكَتُهُ يُصَلُّونَ عَلَى النَّبِيِّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا صَلُّوا عَلَيْهِ وَسَلِّمُوا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم بارك عليه. So doing the salawat is something will help us, in fact, to get peace in our house, in our houses. Depend on how many times you use the salawat. Now we know this, of course. If you want to talk about salawat, but do we do it? Do any of us have a wirid? And if you have a wirid, wirid is mean regular, wirid, zikr, every day, to recite salawat upon Rasulullah. Now things become easy. Most of us, we carry tasbih. Now they have digital tasbih. Can carry in your hand, in your car, anywhere, tick, 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 tick. And you find, So that's good opportunity for us to recite salawat. I saw a boy. One boy, he was carrying this spinner. What do you call this? Spinner, eh? It was years ago, I think before COVID. Something they start selling. They make a big money out of it. So they just, you saw this, eh? It was in the market, and I don't know how much is that. How much one piece? 20 ringgit. Yeah. So I saw one boy who was carrying that, and so I said, "What this for?" He said, "To clear the tents." Wallah, he told me. I said, "You carry tasbih?" I said, "This one just looking at it. This is a piece. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah." That, يا الذين آمنوا اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا وسبحوه بكرة وأصيلا هو الذي يصلي عليكم وملائكته. The one who give you peace. ليخرجكم من الظلمات إلى النور. Bring you out of darkness to the nur. We never tell our children to buy that spinner, what you call it. They bought it. But we can tell them to recite salawat. Present to them, recite salawat. Sit with them, or regularly they will do. Normally this type of things is a great gift. I tell you something. There is a value for anything. You go to, if you want to buy anything, like Shopee or, I don't know, this other, Amazon, anything you want to buy, just go to their website, or and then you may choose also. They have grades, which one, which color, then when you choose how much, like phone capacity, and then you choose, the price will come. This is the amount, correct? Depend. Now, if you say zikrullah, recitation of Quran, how much the value of it? It's your zikr. If you say subhanallah, walhamdulillah, every day 100 times. How much you think the value of it? How much you can value? You see how much you will get, how much value of zikr? How much thousands? No one value this. Alright? How much the value of salawat upon Rasulullah? How much you value that? No one can. And only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything has a value. Because anything created by human, there is a value for it. Now the phone, you know, the car, you buy a brand new car. The minute the car left showroom, price go down 20,000 immediately. Run 1,000 kilometer, price will go down further. So it'll always depreciate. The longer, now zikrullah always appreciate. There is no depreciate here. The more you do, the more you zikr, the car more you use, how many kilometers? You say, 200,000 kilometers. Ya Allah, Ya Kareem. Where you go with this? No, the price is gone, khalas. Zikrullah, always the more you do, the more. وسبحوا يعني اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا. Allah said more. What for? The blessing of it. No one will value. يعني let's say, okay, let me give you another example. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala won't allow us to take to our next world anything from this world. And let's say if someone said, I want to take to the next world a car. Rolls Royce built by gold. Masterpiece. Called masterpiece, correct? And this masterpiece, when there is auction, people will enter. You know, once I saw, there is one, I forgot the name of this, eBay. eBay, is it? eBay. In eBay, they have a car, Rolls Royce, 1958. You know, they modify a bit with automatic gear. You know. So I saw the thing was $1,000. $1,000? 2 days before auction. Too cheap. They say, no, wait. So someone showed me, say, see now, a few hours before that, it become 65,000. Then become 160,000. Then last minute, people were, you know, the bidding was amazing. Ya Allah, Ya Kareem. Imagine masterpiece, car, someone wants to take with him to the next world. No matter what, the car is made by human, as we said. And not anyone can get this car. Is it affordable? Anyone can buy it? No. Now, even the one who bought it, everyone will know his name. Like this guy I was watching, he bought suit, jacket and trouser. How much? It was in a tailor in UK, London, £18,000. And they gave him one socks as a free gift. So this guy, he wants to take his Mercedes, the Rolls Royce to next world, who built by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When the people saw Rolls Royce, they say, what is rubbish doing here in Jannah? Because this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give something, no, bima la aynun ra'at. Eyes have not seen. He described us in this life as a slaves. Abdana, ibadana, slaves, servant. But he described us as in Jannah as a kings. The dress, sundus wa ustabrak, the cushion, everything, the water, the cups. Amazing. When he described Jannah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no one can do the same. So, the dowry of Jannah, Mahrul Jannah, is your zikr, your salawat, majlis. You attended majlis ilmu, every week. You brought your family, you brought children to know more. They got that value of that majlis will be with you in all your life. It's good. Today morning we did many things. Inshallah, most of them good. Bi'idhnillah, But for you to close your night with majlis mawlid, majlis ta'aleem, that will be in the book, in your book, in the page that night. And that page will be very useful for you one day. And imagine every day you do something. Imagine every day you have zikr with you. Through that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant us, inshallah, full barakah fi dunya wal akhirah. Al-Hallaj, Mansur Al-Hallaj, not many people knows about him. They know the negative things, but the whole story no one knows about it. The people will write what they want to say, and they hide what they want to hide. No one talk about your success. No one talk about how you reach, but they will talk about your failure. Subhanallah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always look to your success and double your the reward. No. Al-Hallaj was sitting in his khalwa. What I mean of khalwa? Place where he spent time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His beloved, very close to him, Abu Bakr al-Shibli, his name. Abu Bakr al-Shibli, very close to him, entered to Al-Hallaj. And he said to him, are you sitting alone? Wahda, Waheed? He said, no, I am alone now because of you. When you entered to me, I became alone. What does that mean? I was with Allah. The minute you enter, I'm busy with you, I became alone now. No. See, their life is different story. When you read about them, wallahi, when I read today, one of the sayings of Rumi, he said, the feelings are different between people to people. Type of people, they salam you by their hands, but there are people, they salam you by their spirit. You will love their spirit, not you live their salam, because you will think of them, you will love them, you always to be with them, they inspire you. There are many people like that, but the top of all is Sayyidina Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. One other, see, when he talk about him, Rumi also said, and Ya Rasulullah, I always ask you to look after my spirit, my ruh, because it's trouble to you more than it's going to be with me. Always talking of you and always remembering you more than I remember myself. It's their sayings is so beautiful. Why we cannot say the same? Because we don't have the same spirit. We don't have the same ruh. We won't spend time in certain places and we pay for it. World Cup, final, football, World Cup. How much the ticket? Huh? I don't know how much. Someone told me once, I jumped from my seat, 30,000 something. That to sit in you just go travel all the way, pay ticket if you want, go just to watch for 90 minutes and come back. That's it. Would this ticket allow you to enter Jannah? I'm not saying it's haram, no. But talking about, think of your life and think for the next. The life need, next need. Ahadul ulama, remember this always. One beautiful Arif Billah said, the love of Rasulullah, if it's entered your heart, will direct you to all good things in your life. Remember, when the love entered your heart, you will see yourself directed always to great things. And your heart will get vaccine. Why is that? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looking to what on us? How we looks like? Our skin color? Our race? He is looking to the heart. Here. When He see in your heart Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you will live indifferent. He will be directed. Where is this verse of Quran? قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ Surah Al-Imran فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهِ. If you love Allah, follow me. Follow my example. Allah will love you. See, not you will prove by following me, prove you love Allah. But Allah Himself, He will love you subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imagine if Allah love you subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, by the barakah of Sayyidina al-Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, will be among al-muttaqeen, al-salihin, al-mu'mineen, al-khashi'een, will be chosen by him subhanahu wa ta'ala to be his beloveds. Not only his lover, but his beloveds. This one, they said this story, Al-Khidr alayhi salam. It's a story. Al-Khidr alayhi salam was informed by the name of Al-Muhibbeen, the lovers of Allah. And he knows one of them. He was a scholar in the masjid, alim, arif billah. So he went to see him. The people were around him. He was talking, people listening. Allah loves this guy. And he's a lover of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he was happy. But he saw one person only, he will exile himself from the majlis, he was sitting in the corner doing something else. So he went to him. He don't want him to lose this barakah to sit with someone he's a lover of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he went to him, say, Ya akhi, why you not join the majlis? He said, I don't want, I'm busy with myself doing my own. But the good majlis, Ya akhi. Listen, this good scholar. He said, I know, but I'm happy with it. So he keep him sitting. He just want him to go on. So he turned to him and he said, Ya Khidr. He said, Ya Khidr, go away from me. He knows the Khidr alayhi salam. He said, because Allah told you about the name of the lovers of Allah. But He never told you about Allah's beloveds. Al-Mahbubeen. There's someone who loves Allah and someone who Allah loves him subhanahu wa ta'ala. We want to be Allah's beloved, inshallah. And who will help us to do that? Al-Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Inshallah, with his love, will be directed to be among those whom they love Allah in the best way, and Allah loves them, inshallah, in His way. We won't say best way because Allah's love is great. By the barakah of Sayyidina Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Inshallah, Allah grant us this. Our life will be filled with peace and tranquility, happiness. And may Allah grant us to be among al-muttaqeen, al-salihin, al-mu'mineen, al-munibeen, al-khashi'een, bi-rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. May Allah grant us that from Sayyidina Rasulullah we'll get all the beautiful things in our life. May Allah delight our life with His love. May He increase His love in our hearts, in the hearts of our children. And may Allah grant us His shafa'ah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And may He subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all with full of healthy life, physically and spiritually, inshallah. آمين يا رب العالمين. ربنا تقبل منا وقبلنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا وسامحنا واجعلنا من عبادك الصالحين الخاشعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وصل اللهم وسلم بارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير. We will continue now for